Most interesting facts about human brain. A modest group of nerve cells congregated behind our eyes. This will one day be the most intricate and fascinating organ in all of nature. 1.5 million years ago, in the year 512. The very first brain is this one. We are Milo Comincia, a fish-like creature. 375 million years ago, we were a foot-long, armored fish. Now, our brain is capable of simple decision-making and basic information processing. Countless generations. Our bodies adjust until we perform an action that has never been done by a fish. Breathe air that is distinct from the air we have previously known. We inhale air, supporting our own weight while battling a barrage of unfamiliar sounds, sights, and smells. Our brains developed as a result of the information overload. We must be descended from the first animal to walk on Earth because we are intelligent. There are millions of different species. Less food is available since there are more competitors. Since volcanic explosions wiped off 95% of all living things 35 million years ago, we resembled a gigantic lizard. Now we are ectin union, a feline-sized furry creature. We are looking at the evolving gun's muzzle. Natural selection is our only option. Before a dinosaur notices us, come here and sniff one. The neocortex is a developing structure within our brain. The source of sophisticated intellect that enables us to assess the situation and react. One day, it will enable us to converse, imagine, and make things. We are Badon, a 2-inch long shrew-like critter eking out a living in Montana's old-growth forests. The future of humanity hinges on Badon's acute perception. Also turbocharged brain. We might not exist if these fail. There were Australopithecus around 3.5 million years ago. We constantly stand on 2 legs and have a brain the size of a grapefruit. Our predators are faster than we are. Outsmarting them is your only chance of surviving. We live longer as we get more intelligent. Natural selection encourages the mutations that boost our mental capacity, such as weakened jaw muscles. The brain is free to expand once it is freed from the muscle's vice-like hold. It grows by double. Around 2.3 million years ago. Here we have Homo habilis, also referred to as a handyman. The initial members of a brand new species were creatures who walked on 2 legs and had large brains. The first man were. More than ever, we are bigger, stronger, and more ravenous. The edge is really acute. The first tool has just been created by us. Equipped with this, we'll transform the globe. Meat is too valuable to be wasted. Moreover, chewing cooked meat is simpler. Strong molars that were once used to chew fibrous, raw food are now retreating back into the gums, where they will remain as our wisdom teeth. 35% of us never even develop them, which suggests they might be going extinct. Our predecessors had more energy since they didn't have to spend as much time chewing. Erectus is the smartest and most cooperative ancestor to yet, with a brain that grows to the size of a softball and is 50% larger than it was before the development of cooking. Natural selection starts to work. The larynx follows our changing tongue as it passes down our throat, enabling us to create various mouth shapes, making various noises, and ultimately, phrases. Speech is the best tool we have. The final component completes the puzzle that transforms our forebears. Us. After a 3.3 billion year struggle for survival, we arrived 200,000 years ago. The most complex organ in the human body is the brain. There are 50 to 100 billion neurons in the human brain. To better understand how the 4 lobes work, let's take a close look at each one. Our personalities and decisions are shaped by the frontal lobe, which controls our emotions in the brain. The parietal lobe aids in the coordination of spatial interactions and the cognitive interpretation of sensory data, enabling us to be aware of our surroundings.